So why DNA is so important for a company, for a brand? It's crucial as it will impact directly the organization, the talents, the product development, the communication, but also the retailing. So it's really like a frame which is shaping each and every single decision you make. Obviously, the first step is to make the DNA very explicit, very simple, and then once you've done that, to share it across all the organization, to explain it, to diffuse it also throughout your partners' networks, with your suppliers. It's very important that your suppliers, for instance, in gemstones, external designers, be fully involved and aware and understanding your DNA, just because as you expect from them proposals, obviously, providing them with an understanding of your DNA, an explicit one, you help them to frame some proposals which are much more likely to be consistent and interesting for your company than if they just create out of the blue. In a Bulgari store, you have to feel, compared to a competitive store, the Roman spirit, the Roman Dolce Vita lifestyle. So it's not only the decoration, it's very much about our people in the store. How do they welcome our client? Not only buongiorno, a few Italian keywords which immediately set you in a certain kind of context and environment, but also, their hospitality. We talk very much, when you are Roman, about the Roman hospitality. It's warm, it's cheerful, it's familiar, but on the other hand, selling high jewelry, it has to be sophisticated, educated. So we have to train also our people, whether they come from Japan, China, South Africa, but also the US, to behave and somehow themselves to convey in the way they who can connect with our clients, wherever they do it, in a way which is Italian or Roman. And in our trainings, typically, there are a couple of days which are totally dedicated of Romanity. Bulgari is not only a jeweler, we are also a watchmaker, we are a fragrance maker, we have hotels, we have fashion leather goods. So DNA for us is really crucial to drive creativity across categories and not only for jewelry. We see through that certain example that from this magnificent Roman DNA, today we are expressing the DNA through a code, the snake, and that code, thanks to the DNA, has been expressed by each and every single division into a successful product line. That said, we shouldn't consider the DNA as a constraining frame. It's an inspiring frame, but it leaves obviously a lot of room to creativity. Diffusing the DNA is also extremely important to the final client. We have a lot of different ways of communicating nowadays, and from the social network to the traditional communication, from the CRM activities to the one-to-one, the DNA as well is totally influencing the style, the substance, the keywords. So when I said Roman, when I said magnificent, when I said contemporary, if you are contacted in CRM, our staff will immediately use those words. So they are kind of world or Bulgari world opener to our clients, and over time, because it's not something that works in 3 months, but over a few years, they become some signs which immediately will connect you to your clients, to your partners, to your retailers, to your colleagues in the company. So it's a shortcut, and it's like really an internal language. And in that, you have obviously to be explicit, to be consistent, and to really build it over time in your trainings, in all your communications. So Bulgari is really larger than life, and surely much larger than its CEO, fortunately. And therefore, myself as CEO, I'm not Roman, I'm French, I'm not magnificent, I don't pretend to be, and I'm less and less contemporary as age is increasing. So how do I myself, I'm an ambassador, how do I convey the Bulgari DNA messages? I think it's very much about diving deep inside the history, the heritage, the culture, the style, the environment. I mean, 2,700 years of architecture, of art, the lifestyle, this Dolce Vita, which is obviously fascinating, but also contemporary Roma, still a very active, energetic, joyful city, and integrating all those elements, obviously. In the case of Roma, pretty easy, as Roma is the city. It allows you to become really an ambassador of that DNA.